Do you know what really annoys me?
Shoot, mate.
People who drink like a water bottle like this, but they put their whole mouth over it,
Over the spot.
like that.
Yeah, okay. I could see
I
that.
cannot fucking stand.
Well, you can't physically
And then
drink like that.
but they'll be like, "Oh, can I have a drink of water?" And you could give them a water bottle, and they put their mouth over it like that, and I'm fucking slapping that shit out of you.
Well, like, if I have a drink out of this and I try encompass the entire, like...
I can see your tongue going in it,
Oh,
bro. Yeah, but it's always the person who's borrowing your water bottle to have a sip. I don't really like sharing that much. And if someone's like, "Oh, can I have a sip of water?" I'm already hesitant. And then they go and pull the whole fucking mouth over the water piece. You're keeping the water bottle.
But this is like, it's an awkward thing. So, like, if you wanted to borrow my drink or whatever, like, you're close friends, is it expected that you put lip to mouth, or is it expected that you hover?
I always fountain it. I
always
always
fountain
hover.
it. But I don't know if some of my mates are like, what is this dickhead doing? Just put your mouth on it, bro.
I
always fountain.
I'm okay. For some reason, as soon as I'm drunk, it's a different story. I'll put my mouth on it. But
I'll
like,
fucking
if
shit
anyone's
it.
like, "Yo," if I'm like, "Yo, can I have some water?"
Yeah.
Fountain. Even if it's like the Mount Franklin ones,
Yeah.
like even if it's not a squirty one, like it's,
I don't know what it is, but I think it's a respect thing.
it is.
People might think it's weird, but like,
Yeah.
that's just how I have to do it.
Yeah, don't fucking put your mouth over it. You don't drink a can of fucking Pepsi and go, "Oh." You can't do that. You know what I mean? It's not happening.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Start us off, mate. See how you go. That's gonna hurt. That's so heavy. Oh. The snort. Episode 17, mate. Is it 17?
Yeah, that hurt. I think so. That just hurt my teeth, eh?
Yeah, it would have. Episode 17, mate.
Yeah, episode 17, and I'm just gonna start
It's
it off.
119 days, even though we missed a week. So it's 126 days we've been going on
Really?
already.
Did we miss a week? Oh, we did too, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we've had some ups. Like, I'm flying out for work. We've still managed to get a potty out. Like, we've fucking done all right.
Yeah.
But
really interesting.
I was driving to work yesterday. So anyway, an absolute fucking storm hit Perth, right? Yesterday.
Absolute fucking Hurricane Stacey came flying through.
Exactly right. So Sunday, I'm pretty sure I was out late. What day is it tonight? Tuesday night. Monday night.
Yeah.
No, Sunday night. I was
Sunday
out
night
late.
was when it started smashing down, and then the whole of
Yeah.
Monday it was just a waterfall.
So Sunday night I was watching the F1. I was up
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed late. Woke up. Had a bit of a... You good, mate?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's a comfortable way to hold it.
Yeah, right, okay, mate. Dude, I feel like it's not. I feel like it's the other day. Anyway, I woke up. I went to bed late, so I was sleeping in. And I hear this knock on my door. And it's Mum.
Ah.
She's like, Josh! And I'm like,
It's an emergency.
are you awake? And I'm like, oh, fucking kind of, mate. I went to bed at like 1 o'clock, but yeah, we've got an emergency. And I'm instantly like, oh, fuck, what's happened? So I spring out of bed, put my clothes, actually, I put my fucking Crocs on.
Yeah.
She's like, we got a fucking oil spill. And I'm like, what do you mean we got an oil spill, cunt? What does that mean? So I walked to the back door with her, and Lord behold, cunt.
Dude.
I'm talking 40 litres of dirty diesel oil from the front of my garage all the way through the back patio out to the lawn, around the back patio. You know where my go-kart goes? All the way down through the outdoor gym to my... And I'm just standing there, and I'm like... And it's mixed with water, because it was like the drain fucking... The gutters are fucked. So it's like... I'm talking like maybe 6 inches of water with an oil slick on top. And I'm just standing there like... I've got no fucking idea how to deal with this catastrophe that I'm looking at right now.
Your grass is yellow now. You don't have
Dude,
grass.
Grass
Your pavement's
is yellow.
lifted, slippery. Daisy can't fucking walk without falling
Brother, if
over.
I had a snowboard out there, I'm just going for it. It was fucked.
When I first saw that Snapchat, I genuinely thought you just had a leaky gutter, and I was like,
Nah.
man, that's a lot of water.
That
I
was
didn't realise it was all oil.
So I'm out there, and Mum's like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, leave it to me, Gina. I've got it.
Dump it in the old faithful.
I'm not even going to deny that did happen. So anyway, I pull out the wet dry shop vac that I got.
Yeah.
Absolute trooper, this Ryobi. Been through the fucking walls. And I'm out there vacuuming.
Is it one of those ones with a bag?
Nah, so
Oh.
it's a wet dry. So I took out the bag.
Oh.
Everyone driving past him, I thought, what is this fuckwit doing? Because I'm out there vacuuming a puddle of water with oil, like, oh
God.
no, you're fucked, boy.
Oh.
So I got it all vacuumed up. Then I literally got, you know that high pressure washer I bought?
Yeah.
Filled the car with degreaser and just sprayed the entire backyard in degreaser. Hosed it out. I got it looking okay. Like, you can't see any oil, but let me tell you right now, if you go out there with some fresh shoes on, you sliding from like the garage all the way back through. So I finished that.
Yeah.
Pissing down rain and shit. I went and had a shower. Obviously went to work, got to work late. And as I'm driving down this road, bro, the car in front of me slams its brakes on. And I drive a cruiser, big tyres, big monies, big lift, does not like to stop. And I'm like, why is this motherfucker slamming his brakes on? I look to my right, cunt, and a trampoline is flown out of someone's backyard, and it is flying across Wharton Road.
Oh my
and it
God.
hit a light post from me to that desk, so 6 meters away, and wrapped itself around a light post just in front of me.
Jesus.
And I'm like, I'm having the day from hell.
And it's not even a long drive for you to get to work either.
It's literally 2
It's
minutes.
a pretty eventful
2
fucking
minutes, mate.
drive. On Wharton, so it would have come from your right-hand side.
Yeah, so I'm driving that way.
In that little estate over the wall.
Yeah, you know where the hydroponics thing is?
Yeah.
That little estate just after that. Literally,
Oh my
out of
God.
nowhere, I'm like, oh, fucking trampoline, those volley bullshit ones,
Yeah.
flying across the road. And I'm like, bro, come on. I'm not getting hit by a trampoline today. And this is all after I seized my
mate.
go-kart motor on the weekend. So
Oh.
it's been eventful, is what I'm trying to say.
It has been. And you brought up the F1, just quickly. Rip Leclerc. I think he's done for. It's only round 6, but I think
No, I
That's it.
think Red Bull kind of got the engine reliability issues under control. Obviously, they're still having technical issues. But the way Max is driving this year, he's driving with a new sense of like maturity. Last year with Hamilton, I think he drove a bit like a dick.
like a fuckwit.
And now him and Leclerc, I think Max has got a bit of a cooler head after I listened to him rage about DRS for fucking 5 minutes straight. But I think Max has got it in the bag again this year, unfortunately.
Punch in the air right now, but yeah, I think he's got it. It's going to go Max, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez. That's the top 6 I predict. Not a good top 6. I don't like the idea of that top 6.
No,
That's
there's
what
a
I'm
few-
predicting.
I really thought Ricardo was
I
going to be
think
up there
Ricardo's
this year.
going to be P17. Ricardo,
like-
I love you, but
You are. You need to
Come
pull
on,
your
man.
weight, brother. That McLaren is trash. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good car.
I don't know. But like, he obviously doesn't know either. Like, he'd be rocking up just as fucking like internally, like pissed off.
Oh, he
being
has
like,
to be,
what
bro.
the fuck do I do?
Well, did you listen? His post-race interview, he was like, as bad as it sounds, I hope there's something wrong with the car because he's like, I've got no idea why I just had no grip. Like, they could not get the tyres to turn on. They couldn't get tyre temperature.
Well, he pit like 7 times.
Yeah, four times, 3 sets of used softs is what he used. And they could not get the temperature in the tyres to get them to work.
Oh, it was not a great race.
Nah.
It was actually no. As far as Spain goes, like from people I support, it wasn't a great race because I wanted Leclerc, if not Hamilton, if not Ricardo, to win, and Leclerc was out. Hamilton did have the drive of his fucking life after Magnussen took him out and
30
blamed it
seconds back from the
blamed it on fucking Hamilton, which
Hamilton was ahead of him at the
Dude,
apex. His line.
Magnussen came out of nowhere,
Yeah, and he's
smashed into him,
like, he knew what he was
and
doing.
he knew what he. I was like, bro, you
Magnussen-
fucking overtook on the outside on turn 4.
You're lucky I don't come over to Spain and fuck your shit up.
Fucking Magnussen.
But
Anyway,
30 seconds back from
he
the
started
pack.
off 50 seconds after that. So he's 50 seconds behind the leader in Verstappen and finished 40 seconds. So his race pace was faster than Verstappen. Obviously, pit stops and
Well,
shit.
that's what Toto said. You were the quickest car out there.
Other than Leclerc.
Mercedes haven't had good qualifying pace, but even when at the start, their race pace was actually pretty comparable to like your midfield pack. Like,
Yeah. But anyway, all the drivers I wanted to do well didn't. Like, they did well, but didn't. It's like Leclerc retired. Ricardo was nowhere.
nowhere to be seen.
Hamilton was knocked off, and unfortunately, he probably would have been on for a podium.
Yeah,
He had better race pace than Russell. Russell defended like a champion.
he did. That was actually
Um,
not. That was really good defense by Russell.
It was.
And Russell annoys the fuck out of me. for some
Yeah,
reason.
I don't know why. I think Russell just seems very entitled. But anyway, Bottas had a good race.
he did.
But overall, Spanish Grand Prix is usually boring. Has been all overtaking.
How
Now that
powerful
cars
is DRS on that straight though?
dude, now that cars can follow, they're actually close enough when a straight comes around that they can have that DRS. And I've got to stop saying dude, so I'm sorry.
By
no.
the end of that straight, if you've got DRS on that straight, you are
It's
getting
7/10 difference.
it's 30. I think pretty sure it was worth 30 Ks.
Something stupid like that. I think I was seeing that
Sorry, my dad just called me.
I think I was seeing that you could Yeah, people were like 8/10, 7/10 behind, and by the end of the straight, they were overtaking. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
And
Crazy.
7/10 in F1's.
That's a
Obviously,
lot.
you're in the DRS gap, but if you're 7/10 back in racing,
7/10 at 300 kilometers an hour. That's a big distance.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it was powerful.
Yeah, but it was a good race, and now it's Monaco this weekend, which is gonna be the batshit most boring
I
race I've ever seen in my life.
Really hope Ricardo
Because
pulls it out of the hat.
There is no overtaking. First of all, downforce, like not downforce, doesn't matter. Like there's not enough power for it being behind someone to make a difference with downforce.
You never
And the
really
cars are even bigger. I don't even know how one's gonna fit for in Monaco, let alone two cars.
I can't. No, they're not bigger.
Yes,
than last
they are.
Year. They're small.
Dude, sorry, friend. It's ridiculous.
Nah,
Is
they're
that
smaller.
important? Is that important?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're
They're
not
not
as
smaller.
long.
Bro,
They
but
are
they're
not as long.
wider,
Oh yeah, they're wider.
and that's all that matters.
They're like 2 meters wide now.
Yeah.
Doesn't that?
It pisses me because you see the old cars that are 2012, 2009, and they're like way smaller. And I'm like, why don't you just stick with that?
Yeah,
You've got less cylinders in your engine.
it is crazy. Because like even our karts, bro, sitting at like 1400 wide.
That's still really
That is
wide.
really.
And
That's
they're-
like almost
they're
as wide
2
as
meters
that
long.
couch. Yeah,
I think they're like 1.90 m or something stupid.
they're like
that.
as that rear tracker that
Yeah.
wouldn't fit on that couch.
It's deceptively big
Mm.
and fast. Which that race on the weekend. Walked away with a podium.
You did, mate.
Yep.
First podium.
Brad came first. First podium that I was there for because I had another one at
You did have
Wendowie.
another one, but it doesn't.
But
yeah.
it doesn't count because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Fast, really fast on that straight.
Yeah, I was quite shook that first.
The first couple of laps, I was like, this is the first time I've been in this kart for a while. I've been like, I'm feeling the speed because, you get used to it and you're like it's just you don't feel slow, but you're like you have enough time to process everything.
Like I go to Wendowie and I don't really feel like I'm out of my depth. I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
But
Whereas at Coburn, that straight by the end of it, you're like, holy shit! Like I'm murdering down this straight. You're
Yeah.
hitting like, once again.
I was
100
actually
Ks.
watching the film back and I was getting 15.6 RPM on that straight.
Which is crazy because you had the same sprocket as I did, and you were revving 600 RPM higher.
I was quicker than you on the straight.
Yeah, you were. I would look at to the right of me at the start, and you're flying past me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, it was good. I actually really enjoyed that track the other way around because that was the first time I've driven that track.
It's
Anti-clockwise.
Taxing though.
Dude. My shoulder still sore.
Yeah, my forearms were cooked. It was rough.
Yeah, my hand the next day sore.
Yeah,
But it was a big way. Oh, the
big
Saturday
weekend, Saturday.
was. I mean, from my point of view, I got
You
my
got a
PB
PB
time.
by like 7/10.
7/10 in practice. I went from a 37.2 to a 36.5,
It's pretty good.
and I was like, "Damn!" First race, I think I took 5 people,
Yep.
and I was
You were
pushing up
feeling
to the guy in
competitive?
front. I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, I feel good."
Yeah.
Nah,
See you later.
went a little bit too aggressive into a hairpin. I kind of came across the apex, pretty much clipped the curb, and then my back left got hit.
Yeah.
And sand
Into
plus
your
engine
equals
seized. So
And by some miracle, you had an engine the next day.
yeah,
That's all we're gonna say.
yeah,
It was a quick engine too. I don't know.
It was a very quick
Yeah,
engine.
it's
But shit
strange.
happens. I've ordered a new one.
Yeah,
I've got a
as
brand-
soon as I see you with that new engine pulling up, I'm gonna be pissed.
You know what else I've ordered? I've ordered a sticker kit for the whole of the cylinder, sticker kit for the rad and all that crap.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
it's gonna look mint. And then I got my sticker kit for the kart coming as well.
Give it like a couple of months, and I reckon I'm gonna get a new engine.
Yeah. And then
Well, yeah,
my C's engine I'm gonna rebuild, probably with all roller bearings and
And it's
crap in it,
gonna
and
be
that'll be
mint.
to spare.
having 2 engines, 2
Yeah.
chassis. But yeah, that's enough about karting because obviously you guys don't give a fuck. But that's pretty much the weekend going. Yeah. Other than that, man, what's been going on? Anything been on your mind?
Not particularly. Not particularly.
Just been trying to keep up to date with this Amber Heard case.
Dude, that's crazy, eh?
She's just digging herself a fucking hole.
Is it did you watch the thing with her star witness, the doctor or whatever he was?
I didn't actually watch it, but he looked like a fucking crazy person.
I don't know if he had issues or something, bro, but there was something going on there.
Yeah, I didn't watch it because I think when I saw it, I was at work. Started a new job, so obviously been inducted and shit. Like, got to be on your A game, you know.
You have
Can't
to
be on your
you gotta
phone.
You got to give a good first
Got to
impression.
put your best foot forward
First
in this
impressions
kind of
count.
business. So I was just saw like, you know, when you're watching a video but with no sounds, you're just seeing captions and shit. So I don't know. Was that a doctor or something that the witness was?
Yeah, he was fucked.
I hope to God she loses this case.
There's no way she doesn't, bro.
But she's already lost in the public eye anyway, so I
Yeah.
think she's fucked. Yeah, that's pretty much like.
Speaking of like first impressions,
Mm.
how important do you reckon, just in life, first impressions are? I've just done, so I'm going through my like process of getting my diploma in finance and all that, so I can do my job nice officially.
Yeah.
And we learnt
to do your job legally.
we learnt that on like a phone call or meeting a client, within 3 seconds, they make their mind up whether they can trust you or not, or whether they like you.
I actually have seen that somewhere, and I can't remember where.
That's a crazy figure to think about.
It's a huge thing. Yeah.
And like, I guess that goes for everything in life. You're on a date, that first impression has to be like, it has to be crucial.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to agree.
Yeah, so
My
do
girlfriend reckons that she thought I was an arrogant fuckhead when she first met me. So she was, you know, you can tell when someone's testing you. She was definitely testing me for a while.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
See, I reckon I give off arrogance, and I'm not. I'm just a fuckhead.
Well, that's the same thing I said to her. I was like, like people say I come across as arrogant, and they think I'm like an asshole, and they don't realize I'm literally just a fuckwit. Like,
yeah, like I'm
98% of the time never serious.
No, exactly, and I think it comes across as we are, because like we're like, I don't give a fuck what people think. So if I'm in a public setting or something, I'll be loud, I'll be obnoxious. Like we're at the gym, I'll rip the piss. I'm loud, obnoxious. Like I feel like people do think we're arrogant.
Yeah, or even the jokes that you would say, like if you're joking around with someone that you know in front of someone else that you don't know, you could come across like very cocky.
100%.
You know, like if you came up to someone you're like, "What's going on, champion?" Like anyone from the outside perspective would be like, "This guy's a fuckhead." But then anyone who knows you is like, "You're a fuckhead anyway." But like, you know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'd say the first impression, which is why it's so difficult. Like, I guess in our field as well, you have to be pretty versatile with the way you talk to people. So you very much have to almost have the first. You have to judge your like the person you're talking to's character quicker than they can judge yours, because you got to like be malleable.
And this is why I hate texting.
Yeah,
I almost hate phone calls. Like, if it's a phone call, I prefer to FaceTime, or I prefer to have it in person, because like
in person over
read,
phone call.
You cannot read emotions, body language, facial expressions, or anything. Like a text that you might send there's nothing wrong with comes across as obnoxious, and it's really not meant to be obnoxious.
I hate when people misinterpret my texts.
Yeah. Just because I'm not adding 47 emojis on the end of it, 16 love
That's
hearts.
the worst part. If you start off talking with emojis or, you know, whatever, you have to keep going.
If you don't.
Like, then all of a sudden something's wrong.
Like, if they just, like, if you're texting and then they just sent back with, like, yeah, sounds good, instantly you're like, they're pissed.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Yeah, like, nothing. Well, you just sound blunt.
Yeah.
But if they were like, yeah, sounds good with, like, love heart eyes or something, you're like, oh.
Yeah, but I'm guilty of thinking the same thing. If someone usually texts me with, like, emotions or capitals, I'll also be like, all of a sudden, like, blunt, and they're like, yeah, okay. I'm like, the fuck did I do now? Like,
exactly.
What did I do wrong?
It's fucked.
With mates, girlfriend, anything. It annoys me when I message my dad, because my dad is so fucking blunt and lowercase everything with his typing. And
that's just
I always think he's being a fuckwit to me. Yeah. So then I get riled up for no reason, and I start arguing with him.
Ooh, this
and then he's like, there's no need to fucking argue with me. I'm not trying to make an argument out of this. And I'm getting pissed because he's lowercase fucking blunt.
Yeah, he's not sending fucking
I'm
love
getting
heart
riled
emojis.
Up. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In person's always better.
Yeah. And I found, like, even talking to people now, I have to watch, like, my humor, because my level of humor is fucked. Like, I am on it. I say this to everyone. Like, I've been caught out, and I'm like, yo, don't take what I said literally. I'm literally a walking piss take. Like,
yeah, I nearly got reported at my old job in Sups because I told a customer something tastes like AIDS, and she like didn't find it very funny and was like, "I can't believe he's a manager." And I'm like, "Bro, It's a fucking joke. Come on.
Tastes like AIDS.
It literally
It's not
Karen.
even bad.
Yeah.
It's not even bad.
AIDS is bad.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want you wouldn't want
You
your
wouldn't
product
wanna
tasting like
taste AIDS,
AIDS,
would ya?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But nah. So
Yeah.
some people, first, yeah, I understand. You got to like obviously check your own humor.
I'm
But some
really
people need to
selective
grow
that
the
way.
fuck up as well.
Yeah.
There's a balance. There's compromise, and you can't just completely wipe who you are as a person in terms of humor.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can judge who you say to. Like, I'm not gonna have the same humor with you as I am with my nan.
Nah.
But-
Definitely not.
But like,
I'm not gonna go tell my nan to kill herself.
exactly. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna tell my nan I'm jumping in front of traffic. But it's.
Because she'll take it literally.
Oh, she will, dude. I always
All of a sudden
fucking.
I'm on suicide watch.
Dude, I get so upset when my nan says shit like, I was talking about something for like a birthday next year or whatever, and she's like, if I'm around then, and I'm like, don't say that.
Bro, I kind of realized
You're
like,
immortal. Shut up, nan.
it's kind of scary, bro.
I hate it.
All our grandparents at this age are on borrowed time almost. As bad as it sounds, bro. Like, who knows how long's left?
Give him a hug.
Yeah.
Go see him.
Dab him up. You know, what's up, Pops? My G.
Yeah, that's it. You know?
Yeah. I don't know how we got what.
We keep going. Keep going. I was going to say something so fucked. Just keep going.
Yeah, I don't know how we got there.
Yeah, I
We're
don't.
talking about first impressions, but.
Yeah. Completely left the field and definitely related.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to choose one person in history, and this is to make the timeline after this event be altered in the most like drastic way possible, who would you choose in history, one person, to shit themselves?
So, like, after they shit themselves.
After they shit themselves, this like who you choose has to have the biggest domino effect to shit themselves. Like, is it the person who assassinated JFK shits themselves as they're running away, so they have to stop. They fall over down the stairs as they're running out of that apartment building. They get caught that day, fucked up, killed.
History's changed.
Does that change history?
What if he shot himself as he was shooting the bullet, missed?
What if SEAL Team fucking 6 or whoever it was that assassinated Osama bin Laden, they're trying to breach and clear, shit themselves upon opening the door? Now all
And
of a sudden,
Osama smells them.
Osama bin Laden's like hearing this diarrhea from a mile away, and he gets up and legs it. He gives him the. He lives another 6 months.
God knows how many terrorist attacks.
God
would go
knows how
there.
many trade centers.
Hitler.
Hitler.
I just feel like anything related to Hitler. If he shot himself at any point
But I
in
think
time,
that's too obvious of an answer.
You reckon?
What if Trump shits himself on The Celebrity Apprentice?
He probably would.
Loses all his fame. He's no longer
Would he, though?
president.
What if he shot himself at like...
Vladimir, only recently, before he declares war on Ukraine, shits himself. You know, like, who, man? Who do you think? Usain Bolt, 100-meter
About
sprint.
to break a record.
He's
Shits
lunging,
himself.
shits himself, steps in his shit, slips, falls over, breaks his arm. He's done. His running career's over. There's so many figures you
There's
can
everything.
choose from.
Like,
But what do you reckon alters the timeline the most?
Jesus.
I was
As
about
he's
to
getting
say-
nailed on the cross.
Yeah.
Shits himself.
Shits himself,
What are
slips
you
out of the
gonna
bolt.
do now? Like, what are
You
you
really
gonna
got to keep nailing a guy
You
shitting
gonna nail
himself?
this motherfucker to the cross and he's got shit dripping down his leg? Brother's got the brown Nile River coming down that
Bro,
cross.
Eve in the Garden of Eden before she goes to grab that fucking apple. Shits herself.
Eve's about to get piped.
We're still living in the Garden of Eden. We're living life to the fullest.
Adam was finna
If
go
that's
on
your
the
religious
back door, and now Adam can't.
Adam-
She just shat herself.
Adam was staring at that ass and was like,
Yeah, that
and then she
fat
shot
dog.
herself. And he was like, nah, not for me, man. Yeah.
It's got to be Jesus.
It's going to be Jesus. We're going
Was
with
Jesus real?
Jesus, I think, was real, but the religion was made up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've got a,
there's a religion about everything.
do you believe in Jesus?
No. Do you believe in it? What is your religious standing? Here's what I'd like to think. I'd like to think that everything, whenever you experience like a deja vu or,
I've got 3 questions I'm going to ask you in sequence after this.
okay,
It's all
like a
gonna come.
deja vu or a dream where you recognize something weird or whatever it is, I'd like to think it's like a memory that's coming back to you from like a previous life. So basically reincarnation.
Well, this is what I'm about to ask you. 1, is Jesus real?
Yep.
2, do you believe in heaven? And 3, do you believe in life after death?
I
You want to answer first? Or you
Um,
answer? So do you believe in Jesus?
No.
Do you believe in heaven?
Nah.
Do you believe there's a life after death?
That's one I'd like to believe, but I can't. But I
Why
don't
not,
necessarily believe in life after death, but if physics is correct, energy is like there's no loss of energy.
Mm.
So you lose it to heat, you lose it to fucking just a change in kinetic energy to potential energy. Like it's just there's always, I think it's called, you don't lose it, it's just diffusion or conversion.
Yeah.
So everything's essentially energy. So everything in like your brain, soul, all that electricity that's going on in your brain, that's basically going to convert to something. You can't just fucking disappear.
This motherfucker's giving
So
me physics lessons.
somehow, whatever your conscious thought is that's been running on fucking blood and electricity, what's got to happen there? And is like the theory of one, you release enough DMT to be essentially dreaming forever, because like one dream feels like an eternity. So, you know, that sort of shit. So people live like a whole lifetime after that. Maybe we're in a dream now. Maybe we're in a fucking simulation.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Like-
Where does it stop?
Yeah. And the thing is, and at the very ultimate, like, blunt side of it, if there is no life after death and you're dead, you're not going to know you're dead because you're going to be dead. So that's the peace of mind, I guess.
It's like, yeah.
Can you remember before you were born?
Nah, well, this is my point, bro. It's like I personally don't believe in Jesus. But then I kind of like to think that heaven is real.
Yeah, I'd like to think that, but then I think
Actually,
back.
no.
But then I think back and I'm like, was I a good enough person to go to heaven?
Hang on. It's not that. Maybe I do like to think that there's a God, like a higher being than us, but I don't worship religion. I don't think there's anything in me being closed off that's like, nah, he doesn't exist, like, because maybe he does. I think I'm just neutral.
In all honesty, I think that having a religion is probably generates more hope. People who are religious probably have more happiness than people who aren't, because they have a hope. They have
Yeah, I couldn't agree
a
more.
passing of the torch of power of their own life. They think, you know what, this isn't for nothing.
God is doing this for, yeah. I sit there too, and I'm like, I see all these TikToks, and they're like, oh, follow God, follow your path, and I'm like, bro, I would love to be able to just sit there. And be like,
wish I had.
God's got a plan for me.
I wish I had that faith, because God
really
there'll
be
be
testing my
days.
shit
I was gonna
right
say
now.
there'll be days when you're not religious and you're like, why the fuck am I doing this? I'm just gonna die anyway.
God really be testing my patience at the moment. Yeah. He'd be really be putting me through the ringer.
So I think
I'm getting fucked.
yeah, but I'm getting fucking.
But you know
beaten.
my favourite saying at the moment, mate?
Fuck it, we ball.
We ball. I'll say that to anything in my life.
It's basically the evolution of it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to believe, like, there's the stupid generic, like, conspiracy of the light that you see before you die is like the opening of a womb, like another entrance to, you know, life. What if you get reincarnated as a fucking ant, bro? Screw that shit.
What would you want to be reincarnated as?
See, I don't know, because part of me would like to have memories of my previous life, but then how
Do you
fucking
reckon you do, though?
Well,
What if you're a dog, but you remember, like, being able to eat? That's why dogs love human food so much.
But then I'm like,
Because they remember eating human food when they were humans. And now they're dogs and they're eating this bullshit, chopped up liver, jelly motherfucking shit in a can,
being little fucking
biscuits that
shits.
taste like cardboard, mixed with cat piss.
Anyway.
Sorry.
But I think it'd suck if you remembered, because the people that you remember wouldn't know who the fuck you are. So what if some random person comes up to you like, Josh, it's me, and you're like, who the fuck are you? And they're like, it's Kevin from fucking Telstra. And you're like,
Are you saying this in, like, dog language?
well, I don't know. Whoever. It could be a random girl. Exactly. You never know. So I don't know. If I was to be reincarnated, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you just rinse and repeat your whole life?
Well,
as I said,
fuck knows.
if it is a simulation, if you're the only person here that has a conscious thought and everyone else around you is a fucking robot, you know what I mean?
Bro, we're really diving deep into
Bro, I for so long thought I was a robot. No, I thought everyone else around me was a robot and I was the only person that was like real.
Nah, you're taking the piss, cunt.
Bro, I'm legit saying, I thought everyone else, like my life, because you think everyone's got their own fucking story. I thought for so long I was the only person that was alive. And everyone else around me was just some fucking simulation. Yeah, I could go this shit all day.
I'm fucking speechless, cunt. Man thinks he's living in a realistic Futurama, bro.
You never know.
Like fucking Dr. Zoidberg to the left.
How am I supposed to know that you're not real? Or are real?
How are you meant to know anything's real?
Exactly, that's my point.
That's a stupid point.
Well, exactly.
You live in your life Yeah,
Just chilling. You fucking don't know.
I don't want to think about it, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
It gets me worried.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucked. You know what else is fucked?
Holding this microphone, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, this is getting. This is a bad idea.
What I'm really concerned about more than anything is when you adjust the microphone when we're holding it on a stand, it makes a little bit of noise. So I'm worried about this whole time that we're doing this. Is it like making noise?
If I tap it, I can see the bar shooting up.
What about when I do this?
No.
Okay, we might be good then.
We'll have a look, but I can filter shit out and change it in the audio levels, which is going to be great because we're filming this Tuesday night for this to release tomorrow. So if I do have to do that, it's going to be a long night.
Or just get over it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I uploaded our first karting video. That did well. Thanks
did
for
actually.
support on that one.
Yeah, I don't know who watched it, but it did pretty good.
Had some people who are in the karting industry.
We have got fans.
We do.
Like we've got someone that was down at the Bunbury event. Followed. I don't know if she followed the page and everything, but she followed me like I think that night on the way home.
Yeah.
And then we obviously did the karting video. She then shared the video and said, good watch, which we appreciate. Thank you for that.
I think I saw it at Coburn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it at Coburn as well.
Which is, I reckon what happened is like maybe she came across our TikTok and then like watched that and had seen like our profiles and checked them out and seen that we'd gone karting. And then like it was just really convenient timing that we'd also posted a karting video. That's what I reckon happened, but who knows? Either way, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Because we're chatting about it and we're probably like just the odds of being like known at a karting event.
Well, I think we're
before we are known for being good, being known for the videos.
We're going to be known for
and like obviously, ideally, we do both.
Yeah,
we
want to be at the front and recording.
But also, like, if we're known for good reasons, for being the people who like film karting events and shit, that'd be pretty cool too.
I couldn't agree more. It's fun. I want to like, obviously, because I'm gonna like get my own channel going as well. Because like, I want.
As am I. I'm gonna continue.
Want to start editing these videos as well.
It's a lot, and it's a lot easier if it's just your own footage.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah, once I get the receivers in. For the wearable mics that I've got, then we're chilling. Then I can start fucking around.
I want to get this fucking... I'm going to order it today, actually. I'm going to order it next week.
Box cam? Helmet box? Yeah. Should be sick.
Mm.
I've got a weird question. Speaking of TikTok, right? I seen a thing on there the other day about teachers, right?
Yeah.
And it dawned on me because I was an absolute fucking menace as a child, as like a student. Like, I'm talking... Probably one of, like, I reckon if I had to ask my teacher now who was one of the worst students she taught, I reckon I'm up top 5, easy top 5. Because
You're a little shit.
Was a motherfucker that did not want to listen, would not pay attention, would disrupt the entire class. Like, I remember one, I think it was year 6, Miss Garlic. I don't fucking know. Miss Garlic. Used to, like, kick me out. Because in primary school you have the same teacher all the time?
Yeah.
Used to kick me out at least 3 times a day, if not 4.
I remember. I remember this one kid. I'm not going to say his name. I know who it is. I'm not going to say his name, though. I think it was year 6 or year 7, right? And... I don't know. I think it was just him, but for the benefit of the doubt, we'll say like a few people were farting a lot in class, right? And it was just smelling. Yeah, farting.
Okay.
And she stops the class and has a rant to us. And she's like, if you guys need to go, you need to go. Go outside and, go fart out the classroom and then come back in after 30 seconds to a minute. I don't want to have people fucking making this classroom smell. Well, I go to this fucking rant, right? She's like, if you need to do it, go outside. I look over at this cunt. He's got the biggest smile on his face. He leans over like this and farts so loud, and she goes absolutely fucking ape shit. The whole class is laughing and he gets kicked out the class. And this guy's like year 6, year 7, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, it was quality.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
And I think I know what you're about to say. I bet you she fucking hated him.
Well, this is my point. So the teachers at that time, she probably 35, 40? I remember Miss Garlic, I think her name was probably 45, 50.
Yeah.
And she was beefing with me like a little 11-year-old
arch
boy.
nemesis is your
Like,
11-year-old
She woke
child.
up in the morning and was like, I've got to go deal with fucking Josh again. Doesn't
would
that blow
fucking-
your mind that
that
a
would
45-year-old teacher has beef with me, an 11-year-old kid, who's got no actual concept that she's got to go home and live another life
I've
and
got
all
a
that shit.
dartboard of your fucking face on it.
I'm just
Dude.
waking up with my sole mission is to fuck shit up in that classroom, and she has
Oh,
anger towards
I
me.
could, yeah.
I'm
nah.
in her head, bro, rent free.
But you gotta admit, kids are fucking little shits, though.
Yeah, 100%.
I hate kids. Like, no, I don't. I hate other people's kids.
Yeah.
There's not many kids I like, but I imagine I'll probably like my own kids. Maybe.
Well,
How many kids are you like? Fuck yeah, I love that kid, man. That fucking
I mean,
7
there's a
year old.
couple. Like Mitch has a kid, and he's
Yeah.
peaceful, quiet. I love him. Kids
Yeah.
love me, eh?
Dude, I'm not saying kids hate me. I'm just saying I don't have
I reckon they
patience
do,
for
eh?
kids.
I reckon they fucking
Every kid wants to fucking play with me, bro. And I
Bullshit.
don't have the patience for it.
bullshit, bro. I reckon you scare kids off, eh?
Good. Punch
Yeah,
them,
they
bro.
love me.
Do you know what would be the worst job in primary school? The music teacher. Having a kid full of 30 students.
full of 30
A class full of 30 kids. Playing the fucking recorder terribly. Doing hot
Yeah.
cross buns. And then being that kid's parent who takes the recorder home and fucking practices hot cross buns. I would shoot myself.
I actually don't know how you do that as a music teacher, because there's like 30 kids in a class,
Yeah.
and they're all playing at different
I
times
had
and
this,
pitches.
Yeah, dude, I had this one teacher. She fucking loved the recorder. She had her own fluorescent green one.
That's fucked.
And yeah, so I could never put myself in her shoes.
No one should love the recorder.
No, it's
Absolutely no
terrible.
one.
It's the worst. Why is it an
Speaking of
instrument?
that, I might go get
The
one.
flute
tomorrow.
is nice.
The flute,
It sounds nice.
clarinet.
Clarinet's not bad.
I wish I played like music. I actually used to play the piano when I grew up. I might take that up again. I reckon a piano.
Piano's a sick skill to have.
I reckon piano's easier than guitar.
Nah.
Piano,
Dude.
you can, because I can read music
So
and I know the keys. So I just gotta fucking play the keys in sequence.
Nah.
Guitar, you gotta put your fingers in the right place.
nah, guitar's way easier.
Really?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah, 100%.
I reckon I could get a piano now, and I could remember what I learnt back in the day pretty fucking quickly. And I reckon I'm on the way to play
I
a
think-
symphony.
I think they're equally as hard at the very top dexterity level, at the like intermediate level to like good. Piano's harder than guitar, and then at the easiest level, piano's easier than guitar
Mm.
because
Like if you're
at
just
the
like,
easiest level,
mm,
it's
mm.
like for piano you can play one note or you can play like three, but it's like you just basically have a one
Yeah.
key difference, and it's like yep, play that. That's a major chord. For guitar, you have to learn how to like strum 4 strings at once and leave the top one and the bottom one.
Yeah.
So at its basic level, piano's easier. At its intermediate to good level, piano's way harder. And then at an expert level, then they're both just fucking insane because you see some shit and I'm like, how are you playing
Bro, I
this many
see
notes at the
can't
same
play
time?
guitar, and I'm like,
But I still think
how?
from an actual sound standpoint, piano's more impressive at its expert level.
Yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm. You're an expert?
Yeah.
Got the dexterity, do you?
Bro, I just get pissed off with guitars. Because I'll be like learning, like just playing, and I'll just hit one wrong chord or some
And it
bullshit.
sounds like booty, bro.
I'm like, fuck!
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I've got a 2-piece guitar on the floor.
Yeah. I used to have really bad anger issues and just smash shit.
Yeah.
Just like, and then it's not till afterwards you're like, why the fuck do I do that?
Yeah.
And I've only like, not recently, like fucking 5 years ago now, where I've actually taken the time to hesitate and be like, I'm not going to smash this. And just put it back down again. So
I'm glad you've learnt that skill, mate.
it's handy.
It's part of growing up.
Could never learn the trumpet though.
Yep.
Trumpet's pretty hard. You have to like into it.
That's all of them. I love the saxophone.
I
Like,
want to buy a
I
saxophone.
don't think you understand what
I
the saxophone does.
could not think of a more sexy instrument to be good at.
Do you remember down in
That
Dunsborough?
I
that
forgot his
night?
name. Bro was good at everything. He could play the drums. He could play guitar. He can sing. He could play the saxophone.
Bro, do you
And he
remember
was
how
good.
fucking hype we were? I remember we went down to Dunsborough. We went down for his birthday. And we got to Dunsborough Tavern.
Mm.
And there was there was a guy playing live music there. And
Yeah.
there was no one on the dance
No one on the dance floor. Everyone was sitting at the table.
And we were already pretty shit-faced. We played beer pong.
We had already played a full beer pong tournament with 6 of us, so it was already like a lot of drinks in quick succession.
And I'm pretty sure we walked 30 minutes to Dunsborough Tavern.
We walked 30 minutes to Dunsborough Tavern, and we got there and had some sort of ginger beer on
Pretty sure it was
tap.
ginger beer.
It was
Just
really
a
nice.
single pint at this stage.
Yeah, we'd finished 1 pint, and we were like,
Fuck it.
"That we're Polax."
We ball.
And we're like, "We're here for 2 nights. Let's get on the D floor."
So it's just us.
So 6 of us.
From Perth, blokes at a Dunsborough Tavern on a Friday or a Saturday night.
Everyone's staring at us, and we're getting absolutely loose.
We were getting loosey-goosey, mate.
And then within one song,
Everyone
but we weren't even looking. We were just looking at each other, and then within one song, we turn around and everyone's there, and we're like, "Let's go."
And there was a
That was
couple.
a good night.
Yeah, it was fucking
One of the
great,
best
mate.
nights I've had out.
Like, honestly, it was
Like, it's
honestly
top
tier.
yeah, I'd say
fucking
top 3.
loved that night.
That was one of the best nights I've had
Yeah.
because it just was fucking
Vibes.
good. Yeah.
Good music. And, like, we were just...
Remember we were going to buy
His
some of that
merch
guy's
and everything,
merch?
dude.
Yeah. And he didn't
But
have
I
it.
remember, like, I think it was a girl that came up and spoke to us and was just like, "You guys are from Perth, aren't you?" And I remember just like, how the fuck do you know that we're from Perth just like that? She's like, "Oh, well, no one else would do this." And I'm like, "What do you mean no one else is going to dance? What do you mean? What do you actually mean?" Can't believe we got singled out and like...
Jen said that as well, though. She was like, "You can tell you're from Perth when you're in York." And I'm like, "I'm fucking sorry.
Sorry, I'm
not
just me.
wearing a fucking..."
Sorry, I'm not walking around in a flannel ripped
Well,
footy shirt.
I was about to say, with
thongs.
Dunsborough, you just had to wear like a freaking hat, have long hair, and then like no shoes, and you're from Dunsborough.
Yeah. It's the same as like when I used to go down to Collie. Everyone knows you're not from Collie.
You can just tell.
Everyone stares at you, and I'm like, bro, why?
But to be fair, when you go out, you can tell when someone's north of the river or south of the river. So if we can tell the difference when which side of the river they're from, you can probably definitely tell when someone's not from Dunsborough or like York or fucking Collie or whatever. So people are good judge of characters.
Yeah. But like, I think it's honestly, I think it's probably me that's the life of the party, mate.
You reckon it's you?
Well, we went away for your birthday.
Yeah.
Went off.
Yeah.
Went away down south with Jared and all that crap.
Yeah.
Went to another pub.
Yeah.
Went off. Got invited back to someone else's house for afters and everything. And the common denominator is me.
Okay.
So I'm fairly certain.
Interesting.
I'm fairly certain I am the life of the party.
Ah, interesting.
I
interesting.
am the one making the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we weren't short of people who were like keen to get around it though. At my birthday.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
I think there was like a solid, pretty much all of us.
And I'm pretty sure I led the pack. That's all good, mate.
What do you mean?
Bro, do you remember getting followed home that night? We were hiding behind trees and shit.
We were gonna get ran over, bro.
Yeah.
I think we told this story before.
That was fucked.
But yeah,
I went back through my phone the other day and I just go through. I always do it. Go through old photos.
it just happens when
I
you
just remember me
because you're
taking-
trying to. It usually happens when you're trying to delete shit.
Yeah.
Because you're like, man, I've got 7,000 photos in my
I'm
gallery.
never gonna use this photo, but I kind of want to delete it. Like it was a picture of like the street light.
And we were like, what's the mood?
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to delete it because that's
Because
got
you know
so
exactly.
many
Like,
memories.
there's a random photo of you squinting up at apples
Yeah.
in portrait mode, and I kept it because I'm like, there's a story behind
Yeah.
this.
There's literally a story behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
mate.
We're at 43 minutes.
Do you want to just call it? Is there anything else desperately, hotly on your mind?
No, but I do have a question.
Okay.
Just to end the podcast.
Yeah. What's the question?
Are you for or against sleeping naked?
Against.
Yeah, 100%.
But here's why. I can
You're going to
admit
say exactly what I'm
it's
thinking.
so comfortable, but
It's not, though.
no, but I'm uncomfortable because I'm like worried that I'm just exposed. I
If
just
something happens,
dude,
someone
breaks in. Yeah, exactly.
and you've got to protect your girlfriend.
I'm out here
on
fucking
a fly.
shirt cocking it, and old mate's fucking broken into with a machete.
Shirt.
How do you expect me to look?
What is shirt co- like? when
Bro,
you
you got your
a
shirt on.
Why
and
would
you
no,
cock
no.
out?
We just said you're sleeping naked.
Yeah, but
so why the fuck are you
if
sleeping-
someone's
if
fucking,
you
it's
sleep-
winter and you got to get up
Nah,
to investigate. You're chucking your shirt on. You got
You're
a singlet cock on.
First thing I'm doing is putting on a fucking pair of shorts.
Nah, brother, I'm shirt cocking it.
There's no
And you
way,
think
guys.
I'm gonna look at some man in his eyes?
You telling me you get up in the morning and the first thing, if you were sleeping naked, the first things you
Well, I
grab
never speak
is
naked.
a Bond's wife beater. Slip that on.
You chuck your fucking Tommy Hilfiger
Ain't
jacket
no
on and you
way
got your
you're
cock
shirt
out.
cocking it.
Nah, so okay, better question. So first of all, my worry is that like someone walks in. Mum walks in for some reason because I moved back in with my folks for the intimate. She walks in. Hey, this came in the mail when your fucking cock's out. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'd be able to shirt cock.
See, I just
I don't think no, that was stuck in my head. I don't think I'd be able to sleep naked unless I lived alone.
see. I just think it's uncomfortable.
It's
I have to sleep in like footy
underwear.
shorts.
Oh really?
Footy shorts.
I just sleep in like my Tommy's or whatever.
Footy shorts.
You're right.
I actually can't fathom people that sleep fully naked. I hate it.
Now, socks or no socks?
No socks.
Yeah, okay.
If you're sleeping with socks on,
But
imagine shirt cocking it with a pair of fucking socks on.
this is you're either gonna wholeheartedly agree with me or you're gonna think I'm fucking weird for thinking this. Have you ever like when you sleep in your barefoot though, and you get up first thing in the morning, it's kind of cold. The ground feels so fucking weird, like carpet or the ground, like not hurts. I can't explain the feeling, but it's really uncomfortable. So I have to put socks on like straight away when I get out of bed, if it's cold. If it's hot, I'm fine getting out of bed.
It's not that it hurts or anything. It's just that I prefer not to put my feet on that. I'd rather put something like socks on.
Yeah, I just can't explain the feeling. Next time
I swear it's an old person thing. Like I've gone through this at the moment, and like if I'm in my room, I'm like chilling on my bed, and I'm gonna get up and do something. I have to put a pair of shoes on or something.
Yeah, I was about to say. So back in the day, I'd always like barefoot around the house. My parents would always wear shoes around the house. Yeah, my parents would always wear shoes around the house until Dad's like kicked up his feet and he's like, "I'm done for the day."
Take your shoes
then he
off.
takes his shoes off. But Mum would be sitting on the couch with her shoes on, and I'm like, "Why are your shoes on, Mum?" I don't understand. Now, I feel weird walking around the house just barefoot.
Yeah,
I need shoes on.
I don't
or at least socks.
Yeah, like it's either socks or I'll just put my Birks on or my Crocs.
Yeah, I'll
or
usually
like
just
that.
have slides on.
So like, but yeah, I can't. I hate walking around barefoot. It hurts. Or
And
something.
like, I used to walk around. I was like a little kid that walked around the shops with like barefoot sometimes.
Yeah.
Now,
Hell no.
no.
Yeah.
But it's weird because then you go to like the Coles or the IGA right next to the beach and it's perfectly fine being barefoot.
I think it's just social norms, mate.
Yeah.
You know, people know you've been to the beach.
But it's not
alright.
like you.
But if I'm in the middle of suburbia, 40 minutes inland, and I've got no shoes on, I can't say I've been to the beach.
It's true.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Do you shirt cock it? Yes or no?
I got told from someone I was talking to back in the day that shirt cocking is a huge ick. I think I said
You
this.
said shirt and underwear, yeah.
Nah, if you're naked
Yeah.
and all you got on is a shirt, that is huge turn off. I
Yeah.
can't imagine like you've had to hook up with a girl and you're just standing there full NPC like arms
and
out.
it's not even one of those oversized shirts. It's like a really like short, slightly too small for
Finishes
you
shit, yeah.
shirt. It's like above your dick. And it's like just clearing your belly button. And you're
like a
shirt
crop top.
cocking. Yeah, basically.
Never shirt cock.
Yeah, don't
Ever.
shirt cock.
Great analogy, by the way.
Yeah, I think so. I'll shout out to Deadpool for that one because that's yeah.
But yeah, nah, don't sleep naked, eh? You never know what's gonna happen.
You got to be on guard. You got to be ready.
100%.
Do you sleep with your phone on the bedside table or
No,
like
on the floor.
on the floor?
I don't want it too close to my head.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to stop doing that.
Plus, another thing about sleeping naked, if you're like sleeping with a girl or whatever, you just get to know.
And that
You-
shit's inverted.
You ain't sleep in the middle of the
She
night.
rolls
with a
over,
fucking-
looks at it, and you've got fucking 1-inch Punisher going on.
You're bad.
You're waking up single.
You're waking up and she's gone.
Yeah, that's it.
Even if you're staying at her house, she's
Yeah.
gone.
She's
She's left.
the house is gone too. I don't know how. You're just
outside
stuck
of
on the
curb,
fucking bed.
shirt cocking it.
Yeah, shirt
Look
cocking
like an
it.
absolute simp.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's
Yeah.
a good call.
All right, well, catch you later.
Yeah, see you later.